This week,
Gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing. You get me?
welcome everybody to this week's episode of Cream of the Crop podcast. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what that was. As always, welcome back to this week's episode of Cream of the Crop podcast, the best podcast no one knows about. As always, I am joined by my two lovely compadres, Olas and KJ. Welcome, gentlemen, for another week. Start the stream off right with a little hawk tour, you know. If you haven't seen that meme, I don't know where the fuck you've been for the last 2 weeks. It's pretty bad.
Because I've seen that months ago. I swear I've seen that video.
See, I've only seen it just on my stuff in the last 2 weeks. It's been everywhere.
I saw it recently. I saw it like months ago, I swear.
I do like that my wife started to ask me what the deal was about this chick, and I go, the hawk tour girl? And she goes, how did you know without me even fucking showing you the picture? It's the internet, sweetie. You're a week behind. But lots to talk about this week. We had another showcase. You had Nintendo drop their, what do they call theirs?
Directs.
Nintendo Directs?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Too many of these have so many different names. I can't keep up with it.
Most of them are the showcases. Nintendo had their directs.
Ubisoft is forward.
Oh, fucking, who cares about Ubisoft?
We did last week for an hour and a half.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we actually, yeah.
It was a predominant part of last week's episode that you weren't there for.
When you were gone. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I got dragged to fucking Bad Boys for Life.
No, I don't want to hear it because
that movie.
You had the audacity to ask me if I was going to fucking be there. And then 20 minutes before we're supposed to can't do it, guys. Gotta go.
That was like the irony of that, and I apologize because it was funny as shit. Because I was like editing, I'm like, cool, I can finish up the thumbnail, I can do this, and then nope, I'm fucked.
Jesus. Oh, you fucking
also,
hypocrite.
Fuck Bad Boys for Life.
I could have told you.
Trash movie. I didn't get to pick the movie.
That I'm sorry, and this might upset a community that really likes Bad Boys. I don't like a single one of those. They're very hard to watch.
The first two are good. The last two are trash.
I didn't watch the last two, so I have no opinion on the last two other than I believe you.
I was with my mother and her boyfriend. Also wanted to shoot my fucking brains out of that fucking theater.
Were they?
Never mind. No, I'm not. Shut the fuck up. I'm never like. But yeah, no, I was stuck in the middle there between them and like this huge ass family who was just having this long ass conversation. I was more interested in their conversation than this fucking movie. Jesus Christ. It's just a Will Smith movie. Like, Martin Lawrence doesn't need to be there. He's the funny black sidekick throughout the entire movie. Like, why are we here?
Paycheck.
True. But you know who was in that movie that was just distracting me? And that's a Hutton. First of all, beautiful woman.
Oh, is she really? That's
yeah. She's in the newer ones as like their SWAT team.
Gotcha.
And
I didn't know she still acted.
And the guy from Heels.
Stephen Amell?
Not Stephen Amell, but the
brother.
Other, yeah. Because every time he was on screen, I'm like, I know his face from somewhere. I just couldn't pin it. And then when I looked it up, like, oh, that's why. Because in the movie, he has short hair. In the show, he has long hair. Like, yeah. So like, what the fuck?
Oh man. So little This Week in Geek. Obviously, we'll get in the Nintendo Direct, but I thought this was kind of comedic on the part of Ubisoft. So, for those of you excited about Beyond Good and Evil,
all three of you,
there's a new one coming out, and it's coming out next week.
No, it's not.
It's not the second one though. So apparently, by some accident, somebody on Ubisoft's Twitter, I think it was, released footage or like a trailer for, I guess, what is another, because I know they've remade this game before.
A 10-year remake.
I think it was something like that. But they're doing a 20th anniversary edition now of Beyond Good and Evil, which I might actually pick up depending on what it's priced at, because I've never played this game and it seems
I played
interesting.
the original, and I don't know what the game was about. I could not tell you to this day.
I know
I
it's
got
like
nothing.
I know it does have a popular fan base. I've never met anyone of that fan base. But apparently they posted on Twitter by accident, deleted it, and then hours later reposted it to Twitter saying that it was coming out on June 25th, which is Tuesday. So maybe?
Okay, there was a full HD version in 2011.
Okay, that must be what I'm thinking.
And then the second game was announced in 2017.
Man,
It is 2024, and there is no signs of that game ever coming out.
3 years off a decade. It's almost as long as Elder Scrolls 6.
Oh, we're going for Duke Nukem levels.
Oh
We're going
God,
for those numbers.
Jesus. But yeah, so I guess if you're into that, it'll be ready for you on the 25th. I'm curious because none of this says how much it's going to be priced at, but it does state that it'll be out for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, and Switch. See if I gotta sneeze, maybe not. Nope, gonna cuck me.
Wait, what?
What? My sneeze cucked me. What? Oh no, we're. Don't do it to me again. Fuck, that's gonna piss me off. There it is. Knew it was coming.
The man voiced
What?
Goku?
Bless you.
Thanks.
Oh. Okay.
And then, so like we said earlier, Nintendo had their Nintendo Direct. A lot of good stuff got announced. Some remakes, some new things, some repackages of older games. Just to get a few obvious ones out of the way, they announced Stray was getting a port over. New DLC for Nintendo Switch Sports. They are adding basketball as a free update, which I thought was cool because that's in, I know, one of the Wii Sports. So it's good to see that getting some DLC. I have that, and I'll definitely probably check that out. Dragon Quest remakes 1, 2, and 3. I don't know why they did 1 and 2 and 3 as a remake. A little odd, but
Yeah.
it is Nintendo. Milk it for what it's got, I guess. Oh, here's what I'm excited about, that they're repackaging and re-releasing pretty much all the Marvel vs. Capcom fighting games.
Yes.
Or at least I think 2 and previous. So that means I don't have to pay $200 to get a PlayStation 1 version of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Because resellers are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Part of the online thing Nintendo does, where you get like the N64, all that extra stuff for the expansion. They added Turok, Perfect Dark, Metroid, and another Zelda, 4 Swords. So if you have any of those, go check that out. I'm sure Turok plays fantastically. Because that game played well when it came out.
Yeah.
And then some of the bigger new ones, you have Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, which I assume that's a remaster. I honestly don't know enough of the Donkey Kong games, but I assume it's a remaster of a Donkey Kong Country game, or I guess a new one in the titles.
Oh, was this? It was a 3DS game.
Oh, okay. Well,
So I guess they're like redoing it.
for Switch, I guess like a Pokemon kind of style, or like where they updated it to a 3-dimensional.
Yeah, so it came out originally in November of 2010,
Okay,
and now it's slated for January of 25.
gotcha.
So 14 years.
Super Mario Party Jamboree, which this household, we're a big Mario Party family. My nephews come over, we play it all the time, and I showed no mercy. I pray that it's better than the one they released before, I think Superstars, because the first one they did for Switch was terrible.
Mario Party?
Mm-hmm. It was
I didn't play it.
it was so I'm used to Mario Party being a very slower paced, kind of drawn out game, where this one was definitely meant to be like very quick, get it done. There wasn't a lot of good things could happen to you, not a lot of bad things could happen to you, not a lot of aspects of loss.
I
Stars.
wonder if they were trying to adhere to the lack of attention span / everybody's gonna cry and complain if too many bad things happen to them, rage quit.
Well, it's probably not untrue.
It wouldn't shock,
because it was like the stars only costed 10 coins as opposed to 20. You could purchase golden pipes that took you straight to the star from like the start of the game. Where I'm used to that being like a thing you get like in game.
Right.
I think stealing stars was only like 30 coins where it used to be like 50 or 60. So it went too quick. It was if you got ahead quickly, you weren't going to lose.
Right.
But I do like the Superstars a lot better because it's just old school Mario Party maps they took from like N64 and GameCube. They announced another Mario Luigi game, Brothership. They've been pumping out a lot of Mario stuff here lately.
But no Mario and Sonic at the Olympics.
That's what I'm waiting for. I'd be okay with that. I think it would work better on Switch than it did for the titles that it was on. I think that was Wii and Wii U. I think the second one came out on Wii U, I want to say.
And DS.
Was it on DS?
Yes.
Oh my God. I don't remember that being on DS. That's crazy. I do remember they did an arcade version of it.
I promise you, Mario and Sonic at the Olympics, one of them had to be on a DS.
I'm sure
that was the only time I ever played it.
Jesus. This is another big one that's kind of long awaited, but Metroid Prime 4 Beyond got announced. So I will now have to go back and replay all the Metroid games so I can keep up with this one. That's the bad thing is we're adding sequels to games that I haven't played in years that I couldn't do it justice by just playing the game. I have to go back and remember what the fucking story is.
Like Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah, like Beyond
the greatest sequel of all time.
At least with Gears, I don't have to go. It's a prequel, so like it's just more to the current story.
Look, it's just like playing Kingdom Hearts. You just don't think about the story. Just play the game.
The less you care about the story, the more you enjoy it. And then a Legend of Zelda game, new one got announced. Where in this one, you actually play as Zelda. So I guess the title of the game will, all the boomers will be right now. Like, oh yeah, you're playing as I am playing as Zelda.
This is
Dad.
actually the Legend of Zelda.
Yeah. Again.
No, it's a bunch of people going, who the hell's this chick?
A woman?
In my video game? Woke bullshit.
Yeah, really.
Fucking wokies. Yeah.
What, you're telling me they made Zelda black? Sorry.
Internet would implode.
Oh my God.
And then they also showed Luigi's Mansion 2, some more gameplay of that. That's one I never did play when it came out. I never cared about Luigi Mansion.
Because you don't care about Luigi.
I care about Luigi. I used to main Luigi in Smash.
No, you don't. You don't care about Luigi.
Yeah, whatever.
Just saying. Luigi Mario, underrated character. Yeah,
I hate it.
I said his full name.
Um,
They're the Mario Brothers.
but that's really all I got as far as gaming and non-wrestling. Do you all have anything you've seen this week?
I mean, I got one thing I've seen this week
Oh,
that
God. Was
I
it
would love to talk about.
is it Hawk Tua or
No. No, it actually kind of. It was a little bit of spitting on someone's grave. It's Juneteenth.
Oh, the Kendrick Lamar.
oh Jesus?
See, you were busy having a Destiny stream.
That's true.
So I was
Kinda.
watching that. Yeah, I was watching that AEW and this fucking concert all at once.
Jesus.
Audio was fucking confusing.
Yeah.
This
Who's
man
Kendrick
played-
Lamar pinning?
Wait, when did Kendrick Lamar pin Shibata?
No, I did hear it was a good concert, but it was also like the biggest fu to Drake kind of concert where he sung the I don't remember the name of the song.
Not like us.
Yeah, he sung it
Five-
like 5 or 6 times.
It was 5 times, but the song played 6 times, which is
Jesus.
actually also another diss to Drake. Everything about it is just like diabolic evil.
This
'Cause
man
you had
hates this man like with a
He
passion.
brung LA together. They were Bloods and Crips, and Russell Westbrook was there dancing.
Yeah.
That's the point where like, oh man, he's just having fun. There was a kid on stage with a bunch of Bloods and Crips. There was a clown. Legitimately a clown in like big clown wig. It was great.
Fuck.
On Juneteenth, where it was just black culture celebrated, while also saying "fuck this guy," point and laugh at this guy. He's a pet.
Boo this man. Boo him.
Who's this?
I was gonna go with the Tyler the Creator joke, but I don't think y'all know who that is and what that is.
Just because I'm white doesn't mean I don't know who Tyler the Creator is.
He was funny enough. He was there for like 2 seconds. Like
I know. What
came
was
in,
it?
did 2 songs and disappeared.
Didn't Dre introduce Kendrick or something? Wasn't it?
Oh no, they performed. Dr. Dre showed up in the middle of the set,
Gotcha.
did 2 songs, and introduced the beginning bit of "Not Like Us,"
Gotcha. Okay.
which is going, "Psst, I see dead people," and then leaving the stage,
Yeah.
which is great.
That's $100,000 right there that they just paid for him to come in and do
Yeah.
that.
But he
Oh,
performed
Lord.
though, so it was decent. I think it was that was a fun night. My power went out like midway through
Jeez.
11 o'clock at night.
I do have a bit of drama that I don't want to. I want to touch on, but not go in depth because it's still kind of
which
new.
one?
The Doctor
Okay, 2
Disrespect.
things. Oh, damn. I thought he was going to
Well-
talk about the guy who dumped his girlfriend for League.
Oh no, I saw that, but I haven't seen enough of it to know like the whole fucking gist of it.
That's pretty much the gist. He dumped his girlfriend so he can play more League professionally, and everyone was clowning him because, like, his girlfriend seems like the most perfect girlfriend you can have, and it's like, you dumped her for fucking League.
Hey, we joke.
What
This
the
guy
fuck?
gonna turn into a multimillionaire playing League or some
Don't-
shit.
But she was supporting him. It's not like she was just like,
Like
Who
she was like
cares?
cooking for him and shit,
Oh,
like taking care of him
shit.
while he was streaming, like made
Damn.
sure he was eating while he was playing, like that type of like she was really
she was like,
Fucking fumbled.
yeah.
everything a gamer wants in a girlfriend or the imaginary girlfriend that they have in their dreams. She was that personified, and he's like, League though.
Jesus.
Like this is worse than the dude who dumped the Mexican weather girl to join
Call of
FaZe
Duty?
Clan and
No, he was
play
already
Call
in
of
FaZe.
Duty. Oh, I thought he had joined,
No,
like he had started his career, so he dumped her, whatever the fuck.
no, he was like mid career, but
Ah.
he was like, I think it was slacking in the game, so he was like, yeah, I need to focus, get back on my A game. Can't do this with this hot Mexican
Yeah,
weather girl next
dump
to
one of the most beautiful women on the planet so that I can play more Call of Duty.
Oh, you know.
Says a lot about the type of people that play Call of Duty.
But the drama I'm referencing is so apparently, Dr. Dr. Disrespect obviously
before.
got banned from Twitch quite a while, like 2 years ago, I think.
Yes.
And it was very weird because it was never announced what it was that happened. And I think to some degree he kind of took it to court to be able to reveal why.
No, he sued.
Yeah, and
The whole point is he was randomly dropped. No explanation. He sues. He won. Well,
it was
what was a lucrative
yeah,
thing.
the settled
There was a settlement.
and they paid his
And
contract
then-
out.
Yeah. So all we know is they settled, he was paid his contract, and that's it. Then randomly, a former Twitch employee just drops a fucking nuke out of nowhere and said, "Yeah, no, he was talking to little girls on Twitch Whispers.
Whispers, yeah.
Yeah, and trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon, which is like, where the if this is true, Twitch goes down with the ship because that means you
Covered it up.
for so yeah, which wouldn't be
Um,
the first time like they would cover their own asses for a Twitch streamer, but whatever.
and it doesn't help that his reply to it
Seemed like vague.
Yeah.
Like,
So this is
hey,
basically
you're
this is what he
wrong, Dorian.
says because I got it pulled up right here. This was on June 22nd. He goes in to say, "Listen, I'm obviously tied to legal obligations from the settlement with Twitch, but I just need to say what I can say since this is the fucking internet. I didn't do anything wrong. All this has been probed and settled. Nothing illegal nor wrongdoing was found, and I was paid." And then he goes to say Elden Ring on Monday. Like, I guess I get it because depending on what this settlement is, depends on what you can talk about. But maybe phrase it a little more like, I don't know, like, because of course, and you're gonna have the internet like, oh, well, that's the most like legal jargon bullshit of I did it, but they like I don't know.
Yeah.
If I
Like,
did
I'm
it, this
saying-
is how it happened.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. And
I'm not saying I did, but I'm just saying I got paid. So that should tell you everything you need to know. And don't question
which
it, 'cause
which
I
it
got paid.
certainly doesn't. Like it
This
raises
is-
more questions.
I'm gonna bring it back. This is Drake saying I'm too famous to be
Yeah,
a
to be a
That's
pedophile.
basically what that was.
I'd have been caught by now.
now. Like, yo, no. This
No.
is not just I feel like legally he can't talk about what they found.
yeah,
Look at how long it took them to get R. Kelly for shit we all already
knew about that he put in song.
I stand by this.
Oh,
The black delegation dropped the ball on R. Kelly.
They sure did.
our bad.
Okay, you did. We didn't need the white delegation to.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, no, Chocolate Factory, great album, but still, shit human.
Right.
And of course,
Fucking
you know,
streams went through the roof and shit.
my
like,
God.
you know, like, all right, guys, what are we
No,
doing?
no, no. It should have been deaded at the interview where he went teenage. So how are we talking? At
Yeah.
that point, there is no conversation.
Well,
I'm
it should
giving
have
up.
been. It should have been ended with Aaliyah, but that's besides the point.
Yeah,
like-
but at that point, no one actually knew until after she had passed.
Bro, she came out with a song called "Ages Ain't Nothing
AJ
But a
nothing
Number."
but a number
Look,
that he wrote. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that
right,
should have been
right.
a fucking. The fact that he called himself the Pied Piper of R&B is a fucking red flag.
right?
But most people didn't know because
Yeah, they did. But then,
no, he
you
went to
know,
court, and the only reason he didn't get locked up for peeing on a young girl is because he paid the girl off.
Correct.
it's not sex if it's not sex if she's I remember seeing something
No.
like Vegas. No, not in that scenario. I'm just saying I remember
No,
There's-
no, no,
you know
no.
what? I just fuck it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
drop this
yeah.
one.
I'm just gonna go back to drinking.
You be pissing like R. Kelly in a minute.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But getting back to the topic at hand.
Another no.
Where I'm not passing judgment. If the guy did it, let him be in trouble. If he didn't do it, that's kind of fucked up to sit there and try to. I mean, that's shit that ruins somebody when it's not true. Even if it isn't true, like it still has effects on people's careers.
Oh yeah, no. There are people already casting songs like, oh, he's confirmed. Like, that's not a confirmation. Yes, what he said was fucking stupid and just like worded incorrectly, but that doesn't mean he's guilty. That just means
till I get
he's trying to be as-
screenshots.
yeah,
It's
he's trying
it's
to be
hearsay.
as legally like vague as possible, so he doesn't.
Yeah, which
Well, yeah, I mean, if he
I
can't
get it.
say specific things,
Yeah,
well,
like
then
it.
it is what
But
it
this
is.
is one of those things like, if he was messing with a fan, fuck the lawsuit. This is something Twitch should have
Like,
talked about publicly.
Yeah,
Because that affects their platform.
but even then, like I don't know. I don't want to get into because I don't want to feel like I'm trying to defend something and this guy turned out to be a fucking pedophile.
well, I mean, don't defend the actions, or the person. Just defend,
Yeah.
Because I'm very much like, I like to play devil's advocate with a lot of things. So, like, yeah, okay, if he didn't do it, the fact that somebody went out of their way to be like, hey, I worked for Twitch and this is why they did it. First of all, why did we wait so long? And if you were able to talk about it, why hasn't anyone else been able to talk about it? Like,
Well, that's why
is this person now legally liable for spreading that information, or like?
I think the only reason they're able to say it because they're no longer affiliated with Twitch.
it would depend on what the fucking lawsuit was though, and how they phrase it.
Well,
Right, like if NDAs are a thing, it doesn't
him
matter if
versus
you don't
Twitch.
work there. I don't think. Again, I'm sure
feel
it
like the
depends on how
suit-
it's worded, but
I feel like the suit would be him versus Twitch LLC.
It
or
could, but at
whatever.
the same time,
And
you,
then-
you could have it enclosed just past and current and former employees that are aware of the situation.
like
Yeah.
you are not to be able to discuss this legal thing
like
for
saying-
perpetuity and all that stuff.
I feel like it's more like directly because if they were able to say it so freely, it stands by. This is probably people who were directly involved, and that person heard it from so many people, hands down, like secondhand.
Yeah.
That legally, there's nothing they can do about that person.
Right.
Like I heard it from another person who heard it from another.
And that's
person,
possible.
who heard
That's
it
very
from-
much possible.
Sure. Yeah.
I
like,
just the
no
one
in the
part
lawsuit is-
that doesn't add
No
up for
hand.
me in this whole thing is if that is why sue to figure out why? Like you would have to know.
Yeah.
Like there's no way that you're doing that and there's not some inkling of, oh yeah, that's probably why they banned me.
Unless they didn't tell him, which I feel like
it
doesn't
seems
make
like they didn't though. Which goes in the fact that even if he won the lawsuit, doesn't mean he's innocent.
right,
it's
because I
true,
have been
yes.
seeing that
'Cause that could have
posted
been
like, oh well, he sued them and he won, so that means he's innocent. And I'm like,
he was
well,
suing from wrongful termination,
right.
not for defamation.
Yeah. No,
So,
that's true.
Basically, they could have said, "Oh, we found this. We didn't discuss it. We just dropped you with no warning."
But yeah, I mean, if there's, first of all, there's no current proof of
no.
anything.
Yeah,
right?
as of June 23rd at 11:25 p.m. I have not seen anything, screenshots, pictures, anything showing that the statement is accurate. Does that mean that won't change in the next week? Who knows? It's the
2
internet.
seconds.
Yeah, by the end of the podcast, there could be fucking something out here.
I mean, the most I've seen with him lately is somebody on Fortnite killing him with the name Dr. Cheats on his wife.
no, Doctor disrespects his wife. Yeah,
No, it was like Dr. Cheats on his wife.
I
or
thought it
something
was-
No,
like
Doctor disrespects his marriage.
or it was because he cheated on his wife.
Yeah.
This was some time ago, like quite a few. Like he was still on Twitch when that happened. Not that I'm, but just no, I remember that, and he has had an interesting career as far as ups and downs between people shooting at his house, and like the whole thing with him recording in the bathroom, like on a live stream. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, he
one
did
of
the
his
Twitch
Twitch
con.
bans was like he went into like TwitchCon into a restroom, not recording anybody,
Yeah.
but recording himself in a restroom.
Which is the dumbest thing you could have did.
Yeah. So, but I'm curious, and of course, him and you got Nick Marks. It's kind of backing him up, but Nick Marks is kind of in his own fucking hot water right now with like the LGBTQ community, for pretty much just saying that they're pretending. And that's his words. Not don't shoot me. That's the word he used. So yeah, COD community is really spitting out some fucking fucking.
God got a weird case. Why is he around? I'm gonna keep pulling these up. Look, where it fits, it fits. I don't care.
Never mind. Nope.
Hey yo,
Nope.
no, stop. I just realized that.
Nope.
No.
Not worth it.
Hey,
All right, well,
yo.
let's move into our illustrious wrestling portion of this amazing podcast. It is hot as balls in this room right now. I don't know about you guys. It is like 100 degrees this week.
Oh no, it's like
Shit sucks.
it's like 40 in this room. Fucking cold. I'm dying.
Man, where do we want to start? I mean, I assume we want to save the big reveals for the end. I'll start with this. I'm liking the Money in the Bank qualifiers so far. I do like that. I thought it was interesting to pick Chelsea Green so far. Although I think
Chelsea Green's gonna get murdered in that.
oh yeah, she's gonna get
sorry.
fucking obliterated. But
Remember how Zelina almost like went through a ladder
yeah,
last year?
she will go through one.
She's gonna bounce. And I pray for her because she's very injury prone.
Yeah. I will say though, in the triple threat match, I thought she put on a pretty good showing as far as being with Bianca.
Chelsea Green is a great wrestler.
Yeah.
It just sucks that she's kind of injury prone.
Yeah.
Because remember last time she worked for WWE, like her debut match,
That
she got
is true.
injured,
Yeah, I forgot that she injured
like
herself.
immediately.
Yeah.
Wasn't it qualifier for?
Oh, she got one step
wasn't it
closer.
Qualifier for something?
Yeah. I don't remember. It was a while ago for me.
Yeah, no.
And then what was it? You had
Andrade qualifying.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he pinned Grayson Waller.
That's
in the
right.
Best sequence ever.
I got the two from that night confused. I'm thinking
Yeah,
the Carmelo
Grayson
Hayes.
Waller. Yeah, because Grayson Waller does his stupid dive into the ring into a stunner,
Yeah.
but Andrade literally just catches him, goes into a double arm DDT, and just pins him.
But yeah, then you have Carmelo Hayes, which I thought was a cool, like kid's already been on the show for less than like 2 months. How long was the draft ago? God. And he's already making a Money in the Bank run.
I feel like this Money in the Bank is gonna be less predictable.
Yeah, well, because it's them putting Carmelo Hayes threw me off because I was like, oh, it's probably gonna be like Randy or something.
I'm wrong. It's gonna be Drew. I'm saying this now. It has to be Drew.
How so? Like he gonna take somebody out or
the whole because they haven't picked all 6. And he's back.
They've picked. Well, they haven't.
Still, like,
I mean, he just beat the shit out of Punk. That's all that happened. He didn't announce that he was.
I want him in the Money in the Bank ladder match because of one thing.
Okay.
His whole bit has been being the biggest hypocrite ever.
Okay.
And what's being a bigger hypocrite than winning Money in the Bank, which he called bullshit,
and then cashing in.
Yes.
Yeah, but wouldn't that kind of circumvent the CM Punk story then?
No.
I mean, which, in all fairness, I still don't know if he's cleared or not. But
no, he holds it until CM Punk wins it.
Well, I guess that's true.
CM Punk becomes World Heavyweight Champion from, I would guess, we have Damian Priest loses to Gunther. Gunther, actually, you give Gunther the CM Punk match. CM Punk wins it and then gets cashed in on that same night.
Okay.
That's how I see the World Heavyweight Championship going. Damian to Gunther to Punk. Or if Gunther's not winning at Berlin, Damian to Punk, then Drew.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I could see it. So what? We got Andrade, Carmelo Hayes. Who won on Raw? I don't remember. It was.
I'm drawing a blank, actually.
I know. It was Jay Uso.
Yeah. Heat in the Bank. I forgot.
Heat in the Bank.
Shit.
He'll probably win because they made
the
concept.
him.
Yeah, the posters him. So I'm like, oh, he's probably gonna win.
He's not gonna win. They're just doing that. Sell tickets.
And then I guess So what? That's 3. So I assume Raw will have 2 more matches, and then SmackDown have 1.
They have they have the one qualifier. What is it? It's Gable, Strowman, and Bronson Reed.
Yeah, it's 3. It's 3-3. 3 from SmackDown, 3 from Raw.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it'd have to be two on Raw this week because they only did 1 match last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, is this gonna be? I love Braun
'Cause
Strowman,
Money
but
in
I
the
don't know
Bank
if I
is
want
set.
Braun Strowman in a Money in the Bank match again.
No, it would
It's Seth and Damian
for the
for the
title.
World Heavyweight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, currently is Jay, Carmelo, Andrade, and for the women it's Io, Chelsea, and those are the only 2 that are confirmed.
Man, really? They've only had 2 of those. We're like a week
That's
out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because next week is I know it's Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, and someone else is the 3rd person. I do not remember it.
Ooh, do they have Jade and Bianca lose
Yes.
so they can
Yes.
rematch
'Cause
for
I
the
got Tiffany.
titles?
I got Tiffany winning. Tiffy in the Bank just has a ring to it.
Tiffy in the Bank. Oh well.
And
Lord.
also there's the whole bit of Naya protecting Tiffany. So you
Oh.
have the Queen of the Ring and Miss Money in the Bank as
Oh,
a
yeah.
duo.
Tiffany Stratton becoming the new Alexa Bliss for Nia because that was like their whole
Yeah,
fucking.
I forgot about that.
Is she coming back, Alexa Bliss?
Maybe.
Yeah.
She's on maternity leave.
Yeah.
That's I was wondering like how
Okay.
much longer she would be. Which I mean, not to say like rush back, but I just I never know what the time frames are when she had her kid. I'm still waiting for Becky Lynch to show up in AEW.
And she,
What was it? What was it? The
Ultra-
fucking picture that it was like because they do the weird ass names for him where it's like
Oh,
Rebecca Quinn.
no, it was
I'm-
the bloke or whatever the
yeah
fuck it
something
was.
something
or-
Irish. Yeah,
yeah. Instead of the man.
the bloke is. What's bad? What makes that worse is I could absolutely believe it. Like that would be what they would go with. Oh my gosh. Fuck that shit. Let's see here. Yeah, it's like I said, I'm still questioning it. Like from this episode of SmackDown, if CM Punk is cleared.
I feel like they're dragging it, so he's probably not.
I would assume the only reason I think he may not be is because the whole attack was off screen.
True.
And then
Yeah.
like him and obviously he didn't actually fight the bloodline that episode, so but I mean he's not wearing a brace or anything, so I assume he's getting closer to being cleared.
I mean, he hasn't been wearing a brace for a minute.
I know.
Mhm.
I'm just saying like
He
this
was
is putting him in a storyline where like he's actually being in contact with people and not just being like kind of one-off moments of him holding an ankle or sliding into the ring to not count.
True.
I'm curious with the Liv Morgan Judgment Day stuff with them kind of questioning Balor now of like where the room key went.
Look, first of all, they're all married, which is funny.
That's not what I meant by
No,
it.
I
yeah.
know, but it's also funny that when Finn was like feuding with Judgment Day, the person he teamed with was AJ Styles and Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
So they do have a connection. Also, there is a qualifier for the women's already announced.
Okay.
Lyra Valkyrie, who is probably gonna win.
Yeah.
Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, I feel like she'd be
they
the
only
one
have
out of that.
They only have 2 qualifiers for Raw tomorrow.
Okay.
Like a male and a female.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's Braun, Bronson, and Gable.
So then
'Cause
is
remember, it
SmackDown
was-
gonna have 2 again?
I don't know.
Because you
So
get what I'm
remember,
saying.
it
Like
was
the
supposed
numbers
to
aren't
be-
making sense
yeah.
at this point.
Money in the Bank isn't till
July.
Well,
Yeah.
July's like starts
2
next-
weeks.
Well, technically,
2 weeks.
like a week. July starts. A week from tomorrow, it's July.
Yeah.
Right, but when's the
Um,
show? Show's the
I thought it was that Saturday.
No.
the 6th.
Is it not this? I thought it was the
No.
6th.
It is. It is the 6th.
Yeah.
Ah,
So they have.
Gaslight me, guys. I'm not.
Sorry.
God damn it.
They do
they
have
have
like.
they have 2 more shows each before.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they have enough
So
time. to
2
do
Raws and
that.
2 SmackDowns. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
So
I'm
that
just.
means
I'm
they
used to like the week of. We already know
All
all
the
of
members.
them because there's usually
Well,
that
just-
that moment where all 6 of them get in the ring and whip each other's dicks out and see who's is bigger.
Hey yo.
Well, it'll
And-
be just in time for Joe Hendry to get a qualifying spot.
No, it's just
Hey, I'd
enough
lose.
time. For
I'd lose
Drew
my
to-
fucking mind.
It's just enough time for Drew to be placed in there the last week.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know if I want him to be though. That's the. I made this comment last week that I'm tired of seeing him in the title picture because they just nothing happens.
McIntyre in the bank.
Jeez.
He has, like,
It
a
doesn't
sword
roll off
on
the
the-
tongue as well as you think it does. It's too many
I know.
syllables.
Oh no, that's the point. It's supposed to be obnoxious.
Oh my
It's supposed to be
gosh.
stupid. It's supposed to be dumb. Celtic in the bank,
Celtic. That one I don't mind as much.
which is not him because he's Scottish.
Yeah,
Oh.
you know,
That would be Sheamus. But
close enough.
Or I thought you were going, and I was really confused for a second.
I know. I was trying to fit one in for it.
Well, I guess if Sheamus is gonna have a pay-per-view match, I guess it'll be him and Ludwig, because they seem
No.
to be. Is
He's
it?
going for the IC title though.
I thought that was the whole fucking. He didn't win the. Well, I guess he did win because it would have been
They got
disqualification.
Well,
He
yeah.
didn't, but yeah.
They
It
don't-
was,
Fatal 4-way for the IC title.
who's fourth?
Braun,
Sammy.
Ludwig.
Oh, okay. You're throwing
Sammy.
Ludwig in there.
Yeah, all 4.
I did. I did like the moment where Ludwig goes to do his fucking thing and Braun just fucking.
Just says fuck this. Nah.
His
cancel that
spear
shit.
looks painful
Yeah.
because it looks like a lot of like head and not in the fun way. Not enough.
Hot 2.
Not enough hot
Gotta
two.
give him that hawk too and spit on that thing. You get me?
Of course, I did like, which I said to you guys was the Sonic rings, where it's Ludwig getting his Sonic rings back and then just
Then
getting
getting knocked.
demolished. I do, you know, I will say they are entirely just giving him Goldberg's bit, but at least he can wrestle.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Like-
That's why it's not Goldberg's bit though.
Well, like the
because-
bit of like, sorry, in the sense of the you're next kind of thing, and just going through, just taking people
Well,
out.
I mean, I really like the fact that he was mad about not being in King of the Ring, like, and went on a fucking, spree. Like, I do enjoy that they're giving him a character, and like, he's just kind of a bully. Like,
Yeah.
he's just kind of being an asshole, and like
He's
that can work. If
he's
you're
what
doing it right.
Ryback wanted to be.
I was gonna say it's what they tried to do with Ryback that just didn't work.
Because he couldn't.
He's
He
got
also
fire.
couldn't wrestle.
Right.
But
Like,
according
alright,
to
you're a
him, he was
big
the
dude.
greatest thing in wrestling since sliced bread.
Who is
Yeah.
Ryback?
Yeah.
Fucking-
Fucking
He was
good
the-
old Skip Sheffield.
He was the greatest Goldberg since Goldberg.
yeah. And then
Like-
and then Goldberg returned.
Right. And did everything adequately enough compared
enough
to
enough
him?
for
I don't. Yeah. It's,
met expectations for him.
Yeah, then some Japanese girl ruined his
Oh
Ruin
my
his
god.
legacy.
Yeah, what was her name?
Asuka.
Asuka?
Oscar.
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 Oh god.
And then Val Venus tweeted, no,
Oh my god.
That motherfucker just needs to disappear. Just going through my stuff here. I wasn't as thrilled with the payoff to Gable getting left as I wanted to be. Like just him pushing him, like I was expecting kind of more to it than just like
there
him.
was more to it.
Well, I mean, yeah, he got killed. Like,
No, I think
which I like, and we've discussed this. Like we're pretty sure what the plan is at this point is that they're gonna partner him with the Creed brothers.
right.
Where he becomes the sixth man.
I do think the fact that Otis has been getting like crowd reaction, like heavy crowd reaction and chants and everything like that, I think this has been working wonders for him in that sense.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause they're just ready to.
He'll win
'cause,
Money
like,
in the Bank and then lose it to Dolph
yeah,
Ziggler
well,
or something.
but
Not
Gable's
Ziggler,
been
uh,
such an
uh,
asshole. Like,
yeah.
They're doing the same thing again. Have someone
Yeah.
betray him, pair him
Yeah.
with a hot blonde, and it just works.
You can't
Yeah.
keep getting away with this.
yeah.
If I had a nickel for every time Otis got over with a hot blonde just being carried around by him, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't much, but it's weird that
It happened twice.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of him, but yeah, it is odd that we're literally just doing the same thing again. But you know, whatever.
C, Control V. The last time it just didn't get the payoff because of COVID.
Oh, I was gonna say Vince.
So
McMahon.
who's she gonna leave him
Dolph Ziggler comes back as a TNA crossover.
for? Okay.
No,
What is
it's-
Nick Nemeth doing
Yeah,
here?
it's Nick Niven.
And then in like a year, she'll go on this like crazy NXT Women's Champion
No, she
run,
goes,
and then start doing OnlyFans and shit, and like
And get
it'll-
fired.
Yeah.
Even though that's how Shawn Michaels selects the next
No,
star.
he looks at Instagram, not OnlyFans.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Okay,
sure. I'm
whatever
pretty sure
you
there's
wanna
OnlyFans
believe.
links in those Instagrams.
Yeah.
It's just one click away, one subscription
Amos
away.
Parker.
Oh Lord!
What? They just announced Friday 4 is coming out. I'm just.
Oh my
paying
God, did they
homage to
really?
Andre. Yeah, I just keep talking about it. But I'm just saying, hey, Miss Parker, because that's a great line in that movie.
Hey, Miss
Miss
Parker.
The Lord is my shepherd. You know what I want. Miss Parker, Miss
Oh.
Parker.
Oh, man.
Which we did touch on it a little while ago, but we finally had Joe Hendry make his NXT debut.
They said his name enough,
well.
and he appeared.
I did like his
Now
whole
we all
little
believe in Joe Hendry.
his little bit with Shawn
Say
Michaels.
his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Sorry.
I like that moment we had. I like that it was we did it in sync too. That was the part I was most concerned about, is just like the three of us not clapping together.
We all have the clap.
Yeah. And of course, you know,
I told you that in confidence.
That was our.
and it wasn't just him. Obviously, Frank Kazarian was also a part of this battle royale in NXT. But in true burying fashion, they sent Joe Hendry over the ropes first off after his big long speech to get into the ring.
But
and I say burying is a joke. It's
right. Because everybody was like, oh my God, you brought him over here. And it's like, first of all, they got the
long-term
crowd
title
reaction they
belt.
wanted.
Yes.
Crowd was chanting bullshit at an NXT show. And then they did the whole backstage thing with Shawn Michaels where he said he was going to appear whenever he wanted.
as long as you say his name.
And even Shawn Michaels was like, we believe. And I was like, all right, there you go. Like,
Next North American champion,
I'd fuck with it.
Joe Hendry. That
would
would
be
be a
dope.
scary thought.
I did see a fucking Vince McMahon meme this week where it was the scene. I think it's God, I don't remember what era of WWE it'd be, but it's where they're like, Stone Cold's here. He's in the building. He's like, somebody protect Stephanie. Take me to him. And it's when you find out your son-in-law's working with other companies. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's pretty true.
What you mean, son-in-law? It's his son. His actual son.
Well, that's this right.
Well, that's
It's gotta
that's
be
rumored to
involved.
happen too.
Oh shit. We're talking about two different things.
He's, the other son might be all elite. You never know.
Yeah. What is Shane McMahon doing here?
Fucking WCW. I own AEW. It's me,
Wait.
Hunter.
We can get the legendary match of Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker, versus Shane McMahon, making it rain. Just fake dollar bills
Oh
everywhere.
god.
Yo,
Hey, you put
can't do that.
respect on his name. That's the
No,
best
no.
in the world, Shane McMahon, to you.
The best bout machine versus the best in the world, Shane McMahon.
Yeah.
And Neil
Oh,
Mac
Jesus.
fucking no. I want to see Shane McMahon no sell a one-winged energy. He just takes it and gets up. And
Gets out of the
throwing
ring.
fucking
Get hit
the
it coast to
dumb-
coast.
No, Shane McMahon could never do that in AEW. Those real punches that he does.
I was gonna
when he
say
gets too
he needs to
excited.
have a
Okada would
punch off
fucking-
with that
No.
dude from fucking Dark Order that was like deliberately missing Dustin, if you remember that, like one
Yeah.
time, like on
No.
TV, and he was like, "Here's the
Yeah.
head," and he's like, "Boop," and I'm like, "Dude,
Yeah.
boop," and I'm
No,
like,
I
"No,
just-
get closer, not further." Like, what
We went the
fuck,
wrong way.
dude?
Bring,
No,
bring it in.
I just want him to do that to Okada. Because Okada doesn't give a fuck sometimes.
Oh,
And I
God.
want who's that guy from Wrestling Noah who's their champion? That Okada just lost his fucking mind for a quick second.
Is that the one he was like kicking in the face?
Yeah. Because the guy kicks Okada in the face and Okada's just like, fuck the match and just starts wailing.
Yeah, he like no sold it and just started whooping his ass, and I was like,
Jeez.
"Oh shit!"
Do that shit to Dax.
Oh no.
God damn it.
Those fucking heavy ass hands. Oh, I just want to see. I want Shane in AEW just to see reactions from certain people.
Oh, yeah. It'd be fucking hilarious.
Just him interacting with like the elite would be funny. Just
Oh, man.
him and Orange Cassidy having a match. I don't know what the
blow
fuck.
out his quads again.
Yo, him and Chris
Ah.
Jericho on a team together. The two-man power.
That would be the most hated tag team in all of
Yeah.
wrestling.
That would be the
Fucking
biggest.
nuclear
They
heat.
could call their team like "Go Away Heat" or whatever.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I still like your Rainmaker versus Making It Rain.
He has his kids dancing on stage again. They're adults.
This match
Yeah.
takes place in a helicopter match.
Oh no!
Just Okada on the screen. Here comes the money, bitch.
Oh no, I did it again. I'm so sorry.
You run Shane over with his fucking Lamborghini. Dude, this might be the greatest thing I've ever thought of.
We're calling it now. It's all in next
Oh,
year. Okada
Fuck all
versus
in next year.
Shane
All
McMahon.
out this year. All out this year. Okada versus Shane McMahon in Chicago.
Jesus.
Fuck.
God.
The match
Oh.
nobody wants, but everybody will watch.
Yo, they do fucking Dynasty at where the fuck is
When
they do Dynasty next year and where the fuck WWE is located? Their starting ground,
Stanford,
Connecticut. Yeah. Fucking lose their minds. Okada versus Shane McMahon in Connecticut. The world implodes. The
I mean,
true
that'll-
money match.
that'll pop a rating though, at least, you know, that'll be good.
Oh fuck. No, it's pay-per-view. You can't do that.
No,
you
you,
can't do that for
well, you
TV.
got to build it, right? Like you got to build it up. Like,
oh shit. Eddie Kingston versus Shane McMahon.
oh my god, He could do those terrible chops while Shane does those terrible punches. And it'll be great.
I love that y'all just hate Eddie Kingston.
I hate Eddie Kingston's terrible chops in the corner.
I hate his terrible ability to wrestle.
Whew.
God damn it. I just see the match. I'm still stuck on the Chris Jericho Shane McMahon tag team.
Yeah, the
Again,
merch is gonna go crazy.
It's not though, because their merch is so terrible. But
bottom
No, wrestling.
bottom
Okay,
dollar.
First of all, this is not AEW. That's wrestling merch in general is fucking terrible.
I agree with you, but theirs is really bad. Like they have this weird obsession with cars now, like having cars in the back. Like I know they're doing like the 2000s hip hop style or whatever, but like we don't have to do that. Like there's no reason for that.
No one's asking for it.
We don't need those like Bugs Bunny shirts happening again. You know what I mean? Like that shit. We could
But,
do
yeah, I
away with
know.
all that.
Let's see, what's WWE shops shirts look like? Yeah, that seems about right. They're not, none of these shirts are good. Wait, you can buy a Liv Morgan Funko Pop for $80. 85. Ends in 6 minutes though.
Pass.
Pull out your wallet.
Gotcha.
Oh, you were. I actually. It's funny that you mentioned the guy from Dark Order that missed his punches. The fucking LA Knight Logan Paul fucking spot on SmackDown where I still hate that like Logan's finishers the Big Show punch that he completely never looks like he connects. Like, and I know the point is not to obviously connect, but like at least make it look like you make contact.
The titanium fist.
I know, but even like throwing the haymaker, he like almost, it doesn't even look like he follows a punch through. It's like he
No, he
whips
doesn't.
his hand down, and it just looks so fucking bad, man. I pray that I'm assuming that what United States title at Money in the Bank. I'm assuming, although I know that I don't think they've announced that that's happening yet. I pray he takes this damn title off this motherfucker. I just nothing against him. He has done
Everything
way better than I ever would have imagined he did, and I give him respect for that. I'm tired of him being a champ. I'm tired of him winning every pay-per-view. I want to see somebody else. Just it doesn't have to be LA Knight, just somebody else.
Anybody else.
Fair.
Let's see here. I do like the Paul Heyman drama. I was really hoping we were going to see Paul Heyman CM Punk reunion. Just let him be CM Punk's manager again. Take me with you.
Take me with. But my favorite person for him to interact with is no longer with WWE.
Oh, yeah. Oh, rip.
Are we?
Kayla Braxton. Her last week is next week.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
She also going to AEW or?
Yes.
Is she? I was saying she actually.
No one knows what she's doing.
Because didn't they fire her and then brought her?
No.
Who was the one I'm thinking of? The
Wrong person.
who? But you know who I'm talking about, right? There was one that they
I
used.
think it's Kathy Kelly.
Is that who it was?
Well, they didn't fire her because she had left. Like her contract was up, she left, and then she came back.
Oh, okay.
One of them they like, yeah.
I thought there was one where
got
she let go, and then they ended up bringing her back like a few months later.
I think it was Kathy Kelly because she was the unofficial member of Undisputed Era. That's all I remember. I think she dated Finn Balor.
She did.
And Velveteen Dream.
I
because
don't remember if that one was confirmed.
No, I think it was. Just
good
her
enough for
name was
me.
brought up in that conversation, and she was like, "Yeah, nah."
I don't think it was. No, you're wrong. Okay.
Okay.
I could be completely wrong. I am.
And
I'm a
then
dumbass.
we had some pretty major debuts and returns. Surprises. So Seth Rollins has made his way back from his injuries. He looked a lot better. Looked like he was moving around pretty well.
He was about to sell out the Doug Dimmadome.
That's it. Yeah, he did have his fucking Doug Dimmadome outfit on. although still one of his less like crazy outfits.
Yeah, no.
Which, and then they set up I don't like that everybody's feud with Damien is you're not a real champion because you used money in a bank. I was like, I don't.
But Seth became champion, and he had a better title reign because of Money in the Bank.
That's what I'm saying. It's like he starts off acting like he's comparing, and then kind of makes that same kind of like, I didn't want to lose to you, or I didn't want to like, guys, like this is something numerous people have won and had great championships with.
Edge.
Almost every Money in the Bank has had a decent run, except
Dolph.
yeah, I mean you have a few, but the vast majority, I
Dolph
feel
with a
like.
concussion.
Right, like that wasn't really fair. I'm sure he could have had a
RVD
decent
'cause of
run.
weed.
But yeah,
Also stupid. I want to see the timeline in our universe where RVD got his title run and seen what they would have done with it. I hate that was taken away from me because of pot. Stupid.
well, the other thing too, I wonder, because then he was the ECW champion too, so I think he was going to
He
drop
lost
the
both.
WWE title anyway.
No, because
'Cause
the whole plan was to make one belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they had just launched the ECW show.
Yeah. Basically, it was gonna be one belt for both brands. He was gonna convert the WWE championship into just the ECW championship.
Hardcore championship.
No. It was like how Cody had technically he won both belts, being the WWE and the Universal, but it just became the WWE after he won it.
Because it's simple.
So it would have just been the ECW champion until someone beats them, and then they say they brought back the WWE championship. It probably would have been more convoluted.
Yeah, it's wrestling. It's always convoluted.
Yeah.
But obviously they set him and Damian Priest up for Money in the Bank, which I'm 90% sure Priest will win. It would seem kind of odd for him to drop it now. But
yeah,
I could be wrong. They could decide
Fuck Damian Priest.
Damian Priest isn't doing what they want to do with it and give it back to Seth to hold on to it for whenever they're ready for Punk or... Which you could, I mean, Punk or Gunther winning it from Rollins would make sense. Rollins and Punk don't like each other. So, I mean, I could see that working out too, and you could still do the Drew if they decide to go that route.
Yeah.
And
Either
then
way, Drew is gonna cash in.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't surprise me. And then we had another new addition to the bloodline. Mr. Jacob Fatu made his, to me, the most impressive debut of the three.
Well, yeah.
Because he
He's
just
also the most impressive. Of
well,
the
that's
three.
true. That's kind of
he's the most impressive out of four of them.
Well, yeah.
Well,
honestly, if you even count the Usos, he
was a five. So this is I haven't watched a bunch of him, so this was just kind of my first time really seeing him like in a performance. And
he has the same move, like, I forget his name, Ivar from the Viking Raiders.
Yeah.
You know how he can do like high fly stuff. He's built like that. Jacob Fatu shits on that.
Oh, I could fucking tell from his giant splash to the table. Fucking was clean as fuck.
Like, no, that's just the bottom of the iceberg for him. Like,
he does that Rey Mysterio fucking stands on the top rope, but then like goes to the rope on his legs and fucking moonsaults onto the person.
Oh shit!
Like he can move very well for someone his size.
Oh, I mean, I could tell. Just the only thing is, which it may not have been his fault, but the second super kick didn't look as good as the first one did that he hit, because he super kicks Randy and it looked pretty good. And then his one on Cody, I think he misjudged how far he was from Cody because he kind of bends the leg a little bit.
Yeah,
but no, it was a very impressive impressive appearance. Obviously, he lays the fuck out of the entire all of them. So I'm where do you think they're going with it? Are we still confident that it's going to be a Roman Reigns
Yes.
bloodline
Survivor Series.
versus Solo / The Rock, or is The Rock still going to be on Roman's
I think it's gonna be
side?
The Rock. It depends on It depends on the number of people for War Game.
Yeah, if we're doing a
If
4 or
we're doing
5.
4v4 or 5v5.
It's usually 5.
But they have done 4v4.
Yeah,
I
say
think
because
4v4 was last year.
yeah, because it was
Because they keep changing that number oddly.
because it was
But I think-
Cody, Kevin, Randy,
And Seth.
and Seth.
Oh yeah, it was. Okay.
So yeah. What could happen is The Rock joins Roman as OG Bloodline and then turns on him.
Do you think we pull Jay back into the fray of this, or I mean, because they seem like they're really trying to disconnect him from
Yes.
everything.
I say yes because at this point he'll have nothing to do since Money in the Bank is not an option and Punk is back, so there'll be Punk, Drew,
Yeah,
Gunther, and all of them tied for the main belt. So it's like, hey,
gotta
you
give him
have an
something.
Uso right here.
Yeah.
But that's all. But actually, that throws away a huge wrench because Jimmy is injured.
Is he actually injured or?
Yes,
Okay.
you still have another Uso floating around there. You have Zilla too.
Let's bring one more in there.
But
Yeah,
he-
I don't know how ready he is, but
Because
No.
what Jacob Fatu's the Tonga kid's son, correct?
Yes.
Alright,
Yes.
so that was. I try to remember who's related to who and whose sons,
don't
and
need-
it's
It's confusing.
yeah, it's
There's a tree.
a tree of woe.
But Zilla was teaming with Jacob, so I don't think he'll join.
I mean,
I mean, there's another Oos. You have the honorary Oos.
Always bringing back the honoraries.
Look, if Jimmy's injured and they're doing 4v4,
Oh yeah, they would absolutely put Sammy in there as a.
yeah.
No, I
I
would.
saw an interesting take though. If it's 5v5,
Okay.
this is the lineup. You have the new bloodline, which is Guerrillas of Destiny, Jacob Fatu, Solo, and Zilla, making a solid 5, right? Then you have the OG bloodline of Roman Reigns, the Usos, the honorary Us, Sami Zayn, and because they can't pick a 5th person, Roman Reigns has to fight his demons and team up with Seth Rollins being the 5th man.
I don't know if I could do the Seth Rollins one.
When it's all about blood, that is Roman's brother at the end of the day. He
I don't know,
exercised
man.
his demons at WrestleMania, and they're teaming together for one night.
I don't know. I feel like
You already got Sami Zayn, so it's not like it's a Samoan warfare in the fucking.
no, that's not what I'm trying to get at. It's more of I feel like they've tried very hard to like separate even currently where Seth kind of on Raw was making comments of like I stood on my own kind of thing, and to be better.
I mean, Survivor Series is what, November?
yeah.
Yeah.
Later in
So
the
it's
year, so you have plenty of time to
4
plant
months away.
seeds.
So
of
here's
this
what they're
bloodline.
gonna do. Roman's gonna come back. Paul Heyman's gonna be elated. So much so that to fight off the new bloodline, he's gonna get all of his guys back together to fight off the bloodline. So
The
it'll
Paul
be
Heyman
him,
guy?
Punk. Yeah, it'll be him, Punk, and Brock just fucking taking it.
Okay. I don't seem as crazy now.
Curtis Axel,
Oh, I was just throwing-
we'll bring Curtis
We'll get
Axel back.
Cesaro back for like a night, you know. Ryback will come back, but like not
All right.
really.
I could
You know,
I could almost
I-
see like
No, they put him in the Seth WrestleMania spot. He shows up with a chain and just gets speared.
Yeah.
He dies that night. Just immediate.
I could almost see a somewhat to what you said, Porto, but instead of Seth doing Cody, of kind of like a lesser of two evils. You know,
I get so.
you had their stories finished, and you know it is what it is, and now we have to have the two guys that hated each other last year team up against the new bloodline that's causing issues for both of them.
Yeah, that's true. It could be either way. I want Seth because of the whole brother connection.
Yeah, I mean,
Make
I
all
get
about
it.
family.
I just don't know if I see them going that route, but they have done it before in some degree. We just need to get Dean
So
Ambrose
take
back.
Sammy out and add both Seth and Cody.
That too, yeah.
Sure.
Because
Well, you
then
take
that ties into the whole Rock thing, and
Or if Jimmy's still injured, you could
put
have
Sammy back in there. And then
Yeah,
Yeah. You
Jay
can
and
still have
Sammy, and then Cody and Seth, and it's like all of Roman's demons are now his friends, and you know, like now Roman's a face, and he can be a face for 5 months, and then they'll turn him heel again.
just need Dean Ambrose, and we'll be okay.
Yeah,
Which is funny because they're about to do Blood and Guts before that War Games match comes out.
Jesus.
Yep.
Gonna be the Elite with their mystery partner. Like everyone doesn't know who the fuck that's gonna be.
Who is it gonna be?
versus
I don't know
Swerve
who
and
it
the
is.
Avengers. Oh, it's Hangman.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense.
He just came back. Yeah,
No, he didn't.
yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he did.
They're gonna have an
Hangman Adam Page.
They're gonna have an AEW.
Yeah,
off.
did he not just come back?
No. No.
Are you? I could have
Yes.
sworn he just.
You want to bet money?
Oh,
I don't. But
we're getting financial in this bitch.
because I could have sworn I just saw that he was on his way back,
On his way back is not the same
and
thing
then
as
I saw
back.
that he. Am I crazy that he?
The whole point was he's taking time off. He's not hurt. He wasn't
Right,
ever
right,
hurt.
right.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Checking his sources.
No, I just want to double check. I don't know why I saw. No, I guess not. I don't know why I thought I saw that he like popped back up.
No.
Okay,
Because they're
well,
really milking the whole. Because they're not really doing the Bling Guts thing build right now because Forbidden Door. The only real mention of Blood and Guts is like, hey, we're doing Blood and Guts. It's going to be the Elite plus one person versus Team AEW's Best, which is probably going to be led by Swerve. You ever seen that video of Swerve dancing with that grandma?
Yeah.
Onyx?
No.
No, it was like the end of one of their dynamites, and there was just this old lady doing the dance, and Swerve's just in front of him, daps her up, and then they just start doing it together. It's like
Jesus.
the most. It's a great image of Swerve just like chilling, not dancing. This old lady's just in between them.
Good lord.
But yeah, because like it's gonna be like Swerve, the Acclaimed. Hopefully not Billy Gunn.
Hey, don't be mean to Billy.
I like Billy Gunn, but I really want to
Daddy
see him in a Blood
ass.
and Guts match. No,
I'm assuming this is like a death match they're doing. When you say blood and guts,
It's war games, but until somebody quits instead of being pinned.
Gotcha. Okay. Copycats.
No,
I mean,
mean-
it's a joke.
yeah, it's because of Cody, but
And then arguably probably the biggest surprise is we finally had, which goddamn, I mean, called it like a motherfucker last week that they were gonna show up on Monday.
there was a timer and everything.
I know. I just like, you know, I didn't know that. I didn't do the fucking whatever the
QR codes?
QR
Oh,
codes
I was-
are. I didn't give a fuck. I ain't got that kind
I
of
didn't
time.
do them, but I was looking them up every week. Yeah.
And arguably one of the coolest like wrestling entry showcases of a group, especially of them just murdering the fuck out of the staff
A
there,
bunch of people.
and then
fine.
specifically Chad Gable. I don't know what
They
that guy
attacked him
did.
because they showed it earlier that week, earlier that episode of Raw. He turned his back on his family. That was his sin.
Oh my lord.
No, it makes sense.
It does, but
The whole group is based on people who were left by their family.
Was it one of you guys that said something about this group seems like they're shying away from the supernatural?
Apparently, they are.
It doesn't feel that way.
How
Yeah.
so?
It's so like
They haven't done anything yet.
well, just from like
Well, murder.
their entry of just kind of this ominous like group of people that have just appeared and killed or quote unquote they obviously didn't kill anybody, but come and murdered these people. Like I guess my definition of supernatural is a bit different.
Okay, we're not gonna have Undertaker making like bad PNG lightning strikes.
Well, yeah, but
We're,
did Bray and them inherently do anything like that?
they're disappearing, yeah.
I mean,
Technically,
I don't know
you
if I'd
wanna
classify that
compare-
as supernatural. I mean,
He turned fucking John Cena into NWO. Like,
oh, that's fair.
the Firefly Funhouse matches were inherently supernatural. The whole bit with Randy Orton,
I'm blanking.
as the Fiend, where the Fiend was set on fire.
Oh yeah,
and
okay, yeah.
like a fucking like Jason Voorhees.
Well, I guess when I say
And
Bray,
he like
I
came back with the burnt mask and
And he
sorry.
he jumped out of a giant fucking box.
Bray is probably not the version that that like the Firefly Funhouse. I mean more of like the Wyatt family.
Even the
well, the original version of the Wyatt family was not supernatural.
Yeah.
that is super. It's supposed to be cult.
Yeah.
So they could be returned to the roots.
Which is
of
what I think that
being
they're
more cult.
gonna
light.
do. Also, I did like I don't know if anybody noticed the back of Eric Rowan's mask was the Bludgeon Brothers mask
Yeah.
to for Brody.
He was using the mallet too.
Yeah.
But no, it was I was thoroughly intrigued by it. I was kind of sad when I found out that like none of the wrestlers they kept saying were like in the like how it was Gable
Shot.
yeah, but like where you thought like it was Braun and Carmelo, where it's like, oh, that'd have been really cool that these guys just showed up and just wrecked fucking havoc on all these wrestlers. And
I think they released tweets, like specific people.
I will say the guy that looks like Braun absolutely like could be his twin.
He's missing that giant South Carolina tattoo on his arm.
Is that okay? Which of course, some of the people were very obvious to who they are, and we've already discussed kind of who we thought was going to be in it or who was confirmed in it.
That was the purpose of the tweets later that night, because I think Braun tweeted out later, and I'm like, yeah, I wasn't there. I was chasing Judgment Day out the building.
Yeah.
Sammy had left after his match. Jay was
he got interviewed in the back. Yeah.
They were like, yeah, I don't want no smoke with that. They can have the Fireflies back.
Yep, they can have it back.
Well, Jay Jay
"You see
couldn't
that
have been in it
girl?"
because he was still in the crowd when the lights went off.
He was safe. He was a spectator.
But it's so who's the female again? Nikki Cross. I knew it was Cross. I just couldn't remember the first name. Eric Rowan, obviously.
Yep.
It was very clearly Dexter Lumis by the tattoos because he has very specific tattoos. Well, Joe Gacy.
Yep.
So they confirmed that he is the other one.
Yes.
I couldn't.
There's a picture of them all at. There's a picture of all of them at Whataburger.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah. A guy took a picture of them.
Way to ruin the immersion.
Such a great photo.
I did remember seeing one where it was like a guy at a Planet Fitness or something. It was Bo and somebody else. Might have been Nikki.
I thought you were talking about the Juneteenth photo with JBL.
No. This was like they were working out, and it was Bo and I think Nikki Cross that he had a picture with.
But well, they also all on Twitter like posted pictures of themselves in that outfit. Yeah.
I did.
So if you weren't sure before,
yeah,
and like you were on Twitter, you like definitely for sure knew it.
I do like all the outfits. I thought they were really well done.
They really did up the quality of the Uncle Howdy mask.
Yeah, it's
Honestly,
it did look cool. Yeah, I was gonna say I was wondering if there was a difference with it, but because I thought it seemed not the
It
same
looks
as I
tighter.
remember.
it looks tighter to the face.
Which I
Something
So
mean,
you actually-
they gave him his like full
goatee.
chin and everything
Yeah,
back.
Which Bo does look great. I've seen pictures of him just out of the costumes, where it's like even just from what I remember him when he was doing the bow leave, where it's like, oh man, like he actually looks pretty intimidating. Because that was my concern with it is I don't remember really looking at Bo and going, oh yeah, that's a guy that I would be like scared of. Whereas like Bray had that size to him where he was intimidating. But it seems like he's bulked up quite a bit. But no, cool entry for him. I'm excited for Monday to see what happens. I do like how much they're playing into it, as far as like the Pat McAfee show going down. Which did they do anything with that on the next episode of Pat McAfee show, or was it
didn't
just
address it.
that
I
seems
like how
odd?
I like how the guest thought it was like some legit, like secret agent FBI.
Who the
thing
fuck
that
are these
happened.
guys? Yes, that is the picture. Is that a Whataburger? No, see,
Yeah.
when I read the
Yeah,
caption, it
that's
said a fucking gym.
Nah, it's Whataburger.
Okay, that's funny as fuck.
Right? I know that cup anyway.
Olas, what are you
Anyway.
doing in that picture?
Fuck off.
I like how only 2 people in this picture are smiling. Everyone else like has.
I'd say
It's varying degrees of like I don't want to be here.
I mean, Nikki Cross and Bo Dallas look absolutely excited to
Had
take the
to,
picture.
Yeah.
Eric Rowan just happened to be. That's why he's sitting down. He's like, as long as I don't gotta get up. Dexter Loomis looks like he's miserable.
No, actually, Dexter Loomis looks like he's just chill about it. Like, all right, I'll take it real quick.
It is
My
weird to
burger's
see him
almost
with
ready.
like eyeshadow ish almost. I'm so used to
I think
him in his like normal attire with his black gloves of death.
Yeah. I just like the fact that Nikki Cross still has the makeup on her arm.
Yeah.
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 Hey,
Like-
you're hungry. You gotta do what you gotta do. You got time to go back
Didn't
and
have
wash
time to
up.
wipe everything off.
Just make it look presentable.
Didn't she just get her like master's or
Yeah.
Oh,
fucking
really?
doctorate or some
Yeah.
shit? Yeah.
That's why she was off for so long.
Yeah. She
I was
like,
wondering, yeah.
going to school and getting her
Just giving
fucking
her
her
degrees.
master's.
Would she get a master's?
I don't
in?
remember in what,
I
but
was,
I'll
Archaeology.
find out in a sec. Is that really what it is?
what? Oh,
No.
Jesus.
Master's degree.
I'm trying to see.
Oh, in history.
Okay.
Oh,
And now she's working on a PhD. Oh, that's dope. I saw. Okay, so I was close to.
what do you do with a master's in history?
Huh?
I guess
Tell
wrestle.
stories on you. Yeah. Look, there are way too many people in wrestling that have like degrees in various
Where they
things.
belong somewhere else that pays way more with a better job.
Look, like Queen Amidala. She can practice law.
In France.
Yeah.
Wee wee.
Britt
Uh-huh.
Baker's a dentist. Fucking Chris Statlander is a massage therapist.
Huh.
Fucking Xavier Woods has like a PhD.
Yeah, I do know. I
Chad Gable has a PhD.
Yeah.
it was his like health science or something, isn't it? Or
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
Does he have like a master's himself?
Something like that, because I think that was the whole part of the fucking like Alpha Academy bit or something, was bettering yourself in every way. Well, guys, that is all I have on my sticky notes. Do you all have anything that we missed? Any other organizations that got stuff going on? I know
I did want to. Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna start watching TNA again because I just keep seeing clips that make me really interested.
Yeah. I did want to briefly talk about the fact that Dynamite had a really bad rating.
Yeah. As
It's
opposed
the lowest
to
rating they've ever had. No, I mean they had a really, it was 502, I think, thousand
Oh wow.
for Dynamite, which is like if we were talking about
WWE.
Collision,
Oh.
I don't know why I couldn't think of the word. I wanted to say Rampage, but that's Fridays. But if this was Collision and they did 502, that would be like a nice step up. But this is pretty rough, and I'm sure the Kendrick Lamar concert potentially played a part in it. I don't know
I don't
how
know.
much
Porter
it
was
did.
still watching.
Yeah.
But mine doesn't. Okay, I'll speak on it because I wouldn't count in that.
Yeah, because you use a
I use a
VPN.
Yeah, I watch because I don't have cable.
Yeah,
A lot of people who watch AEW don't have cable.
Right.
which
So
is
it's
fair
like,
to take in consideration.
In the grand scheme of things, Dynamite's having that low rating is one way to look at it, but it's also third in cable. And that's only in the States, and that's not counting online streams from people like me
Sure.
who watch it on VPN.
Yeah,
So it's like,
I don't understand
honestly,
why they don't
how
offer
long
that
will
service everywhere.
because you will have to get like a different streaming rights are weird. Honestly, how long are we gonna talk about ratings until? Are we still gonna talk about ratings when WWE goes to Netflix?
I mean, I'm sure they'll still come up for the other shows that are not on streaming platforms and still on cable television. The problem I have is that if we're gonna never talk about ratings again, then we shouldn't talk about them at all. Not just when it benefits conversations and
Oh
not
no,
when it's a
I
detriment to
hate
other
that.
conversations.
I hate the
Because the
conversation
whole
in
thing
general.
was, oh, the Wednesday night wars and the fucking ratings and the this and the that, and like the point I'm making is that, like, okay, so when NXT went to 2.0 version and they were completely revamping everything and all of that, and I mean the ratings were down for a long time. What was that, 2 years ago? 3 years ago? 2.0? 2 or 3 years, whatever it was. But like they were slowly building it back up, slowly building it back up, and their numbers are going up. So like this isn't like I want AEW to fail, because I don't. Like I want to figure out, because again, attendance is down, so like, okay, let's not talk about the ratings. Attendance is down, but that's still a factor in it too, right? Like that's two factors on how the business is doing. And as much as like, okay, it's not my money, I shouldn't care about it, but that's such a fucking 17-year-old way to look at things, because like at some point it's not a sustainable business model if you're not bringing in any profit. And I want them to bring in profit so that they continue. Like that's my whole thing. Like, how do we get this back? Like, we brought these people in, they're not doing the numbers that everybody thought they were going to do. And I think that they're like, the build up for Forbidden Door has been decent. Like, they've had good shows. So like, of course you can sit here and be like, well, listen, the ratings don't dictate the quality of the show, which is absolutely correct, because Raw has had high ratings and had some shit shows. Like, but you're looking at the two opposites right now of even NXT at this point. Like, I don't know if they'll ever go back to trying to take that show on the road. I know they like toyed with it once upon a time, but I don't know that they'll ever do that again with NXT. But like, you're looking at the ratings and you're going, well, it's possible that we could get a decent house for the show. And same thing, I think we've had this conversation 1,000 times. Like, AEW needs to start booking in smaller venues
Yeah,
to make the smaller, like, if you're only bringing in 2,000, 3,000 people, like, get a 5,000 seat arena as opposed to a 10,000 seat arena, to where that lack of volume in people
isn't so obvious.
comes across, right? Like, it because it does, like, it can take you out of it. So I just want to see, like, how can we figure out like how to get back on track type of things.
Yeah,
This isn't like a let's shit on AEW. I don't want you to get defensive. I don't want you to, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a let's all pile on and haha, they had a shit rating, but it's just like, it's the lowest rating they've ever done. So
Yeah, no.
it's now I'm hoping it goes back up. Like I'm hoping this was just a one-off. It was Juneteenth, the Kendrick Lamar concert, sure. Whatever things they wanted to throw at, but there's no more NBA, there's no more hockey. No, hockey's still going, right? Am I crazy? No, hockey's over.
Or no, I think it is actually. Yeah, I think it still is.
So hoping that it'll get popping back up. But it's just it's this isn't like oh they're gonna be done in 6 months kind of thing. But like something's gotta give. Something's gotta change because they still haven't even announced their deal. If they have one. Like I don't know. I'm sure they're still negotiating. And I had this conversation with somebody, I don't remember who it was, but like I know the whole joke with the PLE thing, and they don't do PLEs, they do pay-per-views, but I'm pretty sure their next deal, I think they want to do, if it's with Warner Brothers, I think they wanted to add Max to
Yeah.
kind of like a Peacock thing, like have their
Yeah.
pay-per-views on Max.
Which would be nice
which would
because
be
like
great.
I would inherently watch that more with the ability to actually watch it. It's just such a pain in the ass to find, unless you have like Hulu Live TV. Like that's really the only thing I have that offers it.
Well, I mean,
That's
they're
why I use
just
the VPN because it's like
yeah.
$7.
Yeah.
It's $7 for the VPN. $7. It's $7 for AEW on Fight,
Okay.
and then my VPN is something I already have anyway, so I don't really count it.
Wait, why do you need the VPN? Just out of curiosity.
Put them in a different country.
For like different streaming services. Just
No. But like, does it? So like, if I don't use a VPN and I have it on
You won't
Fight,
get it.
can I? Okay, that's
won't
why
get
I was asking.
Yeah.
All right.
No, weirdly enough, the pay-per-views I can watch wherever. Like if I bought the pay-per-views through the VPN on Fight, they're still like $20
Okay.
through the VPN.
Yeah.
But if I logged out the VPN and just was on my US login, I could still watch it. It wouldn't block me out of that. So
That's
basically, I use it. It's an easier way to not pay $50
odd.
and just pay 20 every time.
Yeah. Fun fact: the NHL tournament should be over tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Series is tied 3-3.
I stopped paying attention when the Rangers got kicked out. So
Man, you just can't seem to keep a team in any.
I can't, man.
Fucking Knicks
It
got
was-
knocked out. Rangers got knocked out.
Around the same time too.
Yeah.
Like it was devastating.
The Red Sox are going to the World Series.
They are not.
God, who's even in the lead?
I don't know baseball, man.
I know. You
Yeah.
don't. I'm talking to the two of us that keep up with baseball. Let's see. Oh shit, Yankees are fucking killing it.
Yeah.
Fuck the
52
Yankees.
and
Don't love
28.
that. Yeah.
Wow, Orioles? That's a name I haven't seen in a leading.
Orioles doing really well.
Yeah, he's not far off. Red Sox are third in the American League.
Yeah, they're
Let's
not
go.
catching
I
up to
was
either
somewhat-
two of those teams though.
Rays and then Blue Jays, and then National League.
The Braves,
Braves are up
the
there.
Dodgers. I don't know who's leading the Central.
Brewers.
Brewers. Yeah, that makes sense.
God damn, man, me and you were just not having a good MLB season.
What's your team?
Cubs?
Cubs, right?
We have
Oh.
we have the same wins. We got 2 more losses than you guys do.
Well, we just handed you 2 of those losses. Well, 3 of those
Yeah.
losses, I think.
Like,
So.
thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll cheer the Yankees on just to piss you off.
Fuck off.
New York's real team.
Listen, my favorite teams are the Mets and whoever the Yankees are playing. So
Fair enough. Oh gosh, yeah, because
But,
it's. Or sorry, I was looking at just the American League East. It's Yankees, Guardians, and Mariners.
I see if the Mets aren't going to make it, I kind of want the Mariners to go on a run.
It's been a while since the Mariners have had.
Well, they've never been to a World Series.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I'm just meaning in general. Like,
Yeah. They like were on the cusp of the playoffs last year and like got
Yeah.
eliminated at the last game, which is fucking terrible. But sorry, we're
no,
talking
hey.
baseball and he's over here. Just
Putting him to sleep.
Yeah.
No, there's no CM Punk here.
Yeah.
Well, that is poor. Or KJ, you got anything you want to add?
No.
No. Okay. Olas, anything else? You want to show an
I
AEW
did
some
want to do
more,
that
or-
game, but maybe we'll do it next week.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I didn't even realize you had.
No, you're
I
fine.
didn't even
Come on,
register.
man.
to
I
me.
wasn't even told this. You fucked him out of his game. Come
I know,
on.
man. I feel bad now. I
You
did.
What a
know,
bastard.
who?
Hey, in my defense, I
spit on his
sent
dreams.
everything that I had and said, "Do you guys want to add anything?" And no one said a fucking word. Okay.
Oh, I was just gonna wing it, but yeah.
Damn, that's kind of crazy. Just spit on this man's dream.
Oh, it's fine. No, well, first thing we're gonna fucking do is we're gonna play this game next week.
I got you. I'll do one. See, it's rough. I'm gonna do one AEW and one WWE. Right? This is
Okay.
did they fumble? Right? Did the company fumble this person?
Okay.
So we'll do one from each company.
CM Punk.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Yes.
All around. Yes.
But no, so I'm gonna give accolades. I'm not gonna give, and I'm gonna be like I don't want to give certain things away. Like, oh, this person was this champion. I'll just say like.
So you're not going to give names, but you're going to give what they
Wait,
accomplished.
no.
Exactly.
Wait.
But like,
You're
I
gonna
won't
give
say like.
accolades, but you're not gonna say what title.
Yeah, I'm gonna say mid card title.
Man, that's.
I don't want to give it away.
Give it away. Give it away. Give it away now.
Because like with AEW, right? If I said, oh, they were a former FTW champion, like, but not a TNT champion, or you know what I mean, like.
Hook.
Right, or
Chris Jericho.
You know, Chris Jericho, or Ricky Starks, or whoever else randomly fucking held that title. But like,
it's only them three.
Didn't Samoa Joe?
Yeah,
No.
but I'm saying like I don't
Yeah,
want to say
TNT.
the TNT title, but they didn't win the world heavy. Like they won a mid card title because
That's a lot of people.
right.
Honestly.
But
Cody
TNT
Rhodes,
title's
Ricky
only a couple
Starks.
people.
No, someone who's won the TNT title.
Cody won Cody won it a couple times. Sammy won it a couple times. Miro had it for a while. Scorpio Sky had it.
Wardlow.
Just give me a second.
Wardlow had it a couple of times.
Yep.
2 or 3 times. I don't remember.
That writing down names.
Go ahead. Keep going.
TNT. I'm trying to think who else had the TNT title. Because it hot
Christian
potato.
Cage, obviously.
Yeah, Luchasaurus.
Oh yeah.
Edge.
See?
Are we counting that? I guess we're counting. that.
Yes, he was officially the TNT title holder.
Yeah.
He was the champion. Christian
So
just
dumb.
held the belt.
Brody Lee.
Yep. See, it's not as easy to pinpoint who it is now.
That's fair.
Well, we'll get
All
into
right,
that
so
more.
you would feel better if I gave you the actual titles that they won.
Doesn't matter.
I'm asking. I don't. I could tinker with it. I don't care. But I figured if I just say they won a world title, because then also like if I say they won the world heavyweight title but not the WWE title, like you know what I mean? Like
no, AEW is just a lot easier because not that many people have won certain belts.
right. That's why I'd rather just say like
there's only like 8 people.
That's why I'd rather say just like mid card title because since they just introduced the Continental Championship, like if I pick somebody that won that, it's only 2-3 guys.
2. It's only Eddie and
Okada. Yeah. So, and the international title, the All Atlantic or whatever the fuck it used to be called. Yeah. Was it
Cassidy, Ray Phoenix, John Moxley, Pac.
Pac was the original.
He was the inaugural.
Yeah.
Orange Cassidy won it off of him.
Yeah.
Dropped it to Moxley, who dropped
who
it
then
to
dropped
Phoenix.
Phoenix. Then
who dropped it to Moxley again, who dropped it to Cassidy, dropped it to Roddy,
and who has now dropped it to Ospreay. Yeah. So 8.
Yeah.
Well,
7.
like
6 actually, because you counted both.
I was gonna say like
Reigns of
5. 'cause-
Cassidy.
Yeah. And Moxley. Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's like
6.
5. Whatever.
Well, we'll get into that and more on our next episode. But tonight, we wish you adieu, and we will catch you guys into the other side of the ring. Good night.
Adios.
Good night.